Hi, welcome back to the garden. Today is Monday, August 22nd. Now if you made it through the heat and the tomatoes are still growing and you got them trellised, there's a couple things you can do. One, we're leaving a bunch of suckers, like right here, where we had a bunch of new flowers come on. We're getting new tomatoes. So we're not going to cut any of this back. We're going to see what kind of production we're going to get. You know, these are vines, so we're just going to vine them across the top and we're going to keep them tied up. But there is one other thing you can do. Let's take a look. Now I like to double string these. What we're going to do, since I got this doubled up, I'm just going to cut one side of this. And see right here with these new flowers, we got new tomatoes starting right there. Now that we got the cool weather coming in, we want the best harvest we can get. Alright, so now we got it on the one. Now I'm going to put a little slip knot here. So that should hold this. And see if this whole thing will collapse on me. Now we can cut the other side. That's taking the weight so far. We'll take this other loose string and we'll tie it in here also. This plastic string doesn't make the best knots, but when you get a knot, it holds really well. Okay, so we got that good and solid. Pull your slip knot. You can let this drop just a little bit. I'll put that slip knot back in there. What we're doing is we're letting the stem kind of sag. Take that leaf and that sucker out of there. We need to have the room. We also got another sucker. I'll take that out. And another sucker. Okay, that cleans that up pretty good. And I'm going to loosen this up a little bit more because I want to run this string. Actually, I'm going to just hold this and I'm going to twine this. So you gently hold your tomato. Work your string back around it. And kind of let the weight take it. You just keep wrapping that back around. I'm just going to tie that off with the slip knot. And as this grows, I'm going to put a double in there. But as that grows, you can just loosen that up and keep twining it and let gravity pull this on down. See, we've already got tomatoes starting all the way up at the top. And we still have a couple big ones down below. If you're going to do that, you want to clean up some of these lower leaves also. And that's going to kind of show you what we got going on here. But as you can see, the one drawback is we've got that all used to be standing up nice and straight, but we can reach the top of the tomato. I mean, it is a vine, so this is okay, and it does lower it. But when Riley comes out here, that does create a trip hazard, so we're not going to do that to any more of these. We do have a couple more that are starting to blush, so we're going to go ahead and take those. Nice. I'm going to show you a little trick. Now if you got flowers and you're not setting any fruit, these are self-pollinating. If you just come out and tap these a little bit, that helps pollinate them, and you got a better chance of setting fruit. I normally don't have to do that with this setup, simply because as the wire moves, it vibrates all of these at the same time, and it does help the pollination. I know I hadn't really talked about it, but we got small fruit starting all over in here. That's all part of it cooling off. Now if you remember, after we planted, I came through and did a little roost out beat. Just kind of tossed some seeds on the ground. Companion planting in your tomatoes is a must. We got 3 or 4 different kinds of basil. We got marigolds. I just scattered some beet seeds down and they grew fine. And we got zinnias. At this point, I'm pretty reluctant to prune out any more of the suckers. It was a very hot summer, and now that we made it to the other side and it's setting fruit, I'm just going to keep tying these up. So you have those options. You can tie them up or you can drop the string down. Either way is fine. And so far in the tomato tower, it looks like we're going to have a decent fall harvest of tomatoes. You can do this too, it's pretty easy. I encourage you to try string trellising next year. And however you do it, just be gentle so you don't break anything. Look at all these little cherries that are starting, and I can't wait. These are so good. I want to thank you for stopping by the garden and taking a look at tomatoes and what you can do in the heat of the summer, especially when they're taller than the trellis. Until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.